This is the Man in a Room podcast.
Much like the bulk buying of toilet roll, everyone is now baking. They're home baking. They are baking things at home. So much so there's actually now a shortage of self-raising flour in the UK. So you've got to basically eke that out. So it's at this point that I've actually decided that I'm going to start cooking myself. And do you know what I'm doing? I'm using an unusual medium. This medium is the microwave. I love microwave cooking. I always have done. In fact, only yesterday I made myself a lovely chocolate dessert. I'm not joking, right? I think from beginning to end it was 5 minutes. That includes getting all the ingredients together and basically mixing it all up, making sure that's all lovely, and then put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And oh my goodness, I'm not even joking. Like, I plopped it out of the mug. You have to cook it in a mug. I forgot to mention that bit. So basically, it's like this cake thing, this lovely chocolate cake that you then plop out of your mug, and then it's like all this melted chocolates in it. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Like, it's actually unreal. Like, I was actually shocked that came out of the microwave. I was like, no way. And I'm also pretty good at making the eggy pop, which is basically another mug recipe. You basically get your egg, you whisk it up, microwave that for 45 seconds. Whilst that's going on, you butter one slice of bread, and then so basically you get the egg comes out, you plop it in the bread, bit of ketchup if you like it, eggy pop. Like, it's less than a minute, you can make a snack, like douche snack. That's what I like about microwaves, you see. I always have done. In fact, I remember when I was younger that I used to be obsessed with this thing. So basically, the local shop used to have this like microwave compartment place. I don't know what it was, but it basically was this microwave. There's like signs on how to use the microwave and all this kind of stuff. And they had these foods that you could buy. They were quite expensive, but basically you'd buy them. You take them to the shop from the fridge, and you take it up to the counter, and then they were like, okay, then you take that from the counter back to the microwave. Then you'd basically stand there and you'd microwave the food whilst you were standing there, because people didn't have microwaves at home, you see. This was way back when, and I was very excited about this. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I was obsessed, genuinely. I think I tried most of the things that were available. I think my parents weren't overly keen on the fact that I was eating this food, but I've always been fascinated by it. And so from a very early age, I've had experience with microwavable food. And I'd actually say I was a very much of an early adopter with it. Like, so early, we didn't even have, it wasn't widespread to have a microwave in your house. Put it that way. So I've actually seen it come on leaps and bounds. I've gone through the bad times and the good times, and now is the good times. Like, what they've managed to do now is just, microwavable food now. If you gave me that, what they are able to do now, way back when, I'd be like, shut up. I remember there's sort of been this horrible, like, hard, cardboardy stuff. It used to be terrible. Although one of the things that actually worked out pretty early were micro chips. McCain's microchips. Very dated now when you actually think about that, isn't it? Oh, they're called microchips because it's like the future. They've always been very nice. But I mean, they do burgers now. You can even get, do you know, you can actually get, if people are missing, I don't know if they still sell them or not, they probably don't actually, but Iceland used to sell these things, so like a microwavable sausage and egg McMuffin. Like, it used to be like a frozen thing, take it home, microwave it, sausage and egg McMuffin, la-di-da, lovely jubbly, you know? That's actually really good. I keep saying lovely jubbly at the minute. I don't like that. I don't really like Only Fools and Horses. I'm sorry, but it's just a fact. I'm going to say I'm using it from The Darling Buds of May, which also starred David Jason. Coincidence? I think not. So yeah, I just all those microwavable foods I've had over the years. I've had the, like I said, the good, the bad. I got like a pretty good knowledge of how to microwave food. And it's funny when people try and tell me, I know how to microwave food. Trust me, I've been doing it for years. I remember, actually, they used to have this thing. I know they still make this microwavable rice. It used to be like, so you get this like bag of rice, and it's like, you have to put it on a plate, and then you have to like put like a couple of teaspoons or tablespoons of water on top of it, or something like that. And I remember that was a thing as well. And even like microwavable rice, that was like a what you just buy. They used to basically years ago, you wanted like an exotic kind of rice. You have to make that yourself from at home or get it from the takeaway. Egg fried rice at home? Are you insane? That's something that you have to get from the takeaway. Not anymore. You basically just get this little pouch. You tear it open, microwave it, egg fried rice. I even got my parents onto that kind of stuff because it's actually really good. Microwavable rice. It's perfect every time. And it basically just adds like a little extra push over the cliff or making something taste really nice. Like you basically going up the top and it's like, yes. Add the microwavable rice. That's what you want. Same goes for couscous. Lovely couscous. Everyone loves a bit of couscous. Yep, I like couscous. I don't know what I'm doing in my life anymore. Talking about couscous. Yep.
Who is the man? Where is the room? It's some guy you've never heard of, in a room you've never been in. For more information, head over to maninaroom.co.uk.